Hello trader, hope that you had an enjoyable trading day. Starting with dollar yen and GBPJPY, today we can see that this instrument, after this initial breakout from this support level, as long-term trend is here down, we may see a potential now deeper drop again. So we may find an entry opportunity in this area as the market has started to break below and there is no significant level of support here. We may see potential drop in this market. So before we look for potential entry, let's look at starting with GBPJPY bigger picture to see overall direction in this market. So looking at the monthly price section on dollar yen, this is the we can see that in the beginning of the month there was initial bounce from this monthly support level. This is the current monthly high, and with this monthly high the price managed to break below here from this resistance line, and is this market dropping down here as it is. If we look at the overall picture here from this resistance line, we can see that dollar yen is in a very sharp downtrending market structure. From the monthly followed by previous months, we saw a pretty strong rejection from the top with a long week rejection. Now this month we can see that from this resistance line the price started to break below, and we may see that the price potentially come back down here to this monthly support level. Now, looking at the weekly perspective here on dollar yen, we can see that from the weekly, this is the weekly price section where there is a long week followed by previous week as an inside bar. Now, this week we can see that dollar yen from this resistance line started to drop as soon as the market opened. As the prices got that rejection, we may see further downside here, and I think the price even may drop down to this support level. As if we look at the bigger picture here, we can see that this long week it's a sharp rejection followed by another long week also sharp rejection. So there has been selling pressure and there is a series of higher low formation expecting dollar yen to potentially come back here to the long term support level. Now if we look at the daily chart here on dollar yen, we can see that from the daily, this is the daily move with a sharp big drop here, and followed by we can see that before the weekly close there has been another bounce back to the upside. And with this bounce where we can see the market has broken above to this key level, and today once the market open we can see that from this gap open the price started to drop again below to the longer direction of the trend. So therefore expecting dollar yen to potentially remain bearish here, and I think the price may try to break below to this long term support level. Now from the intraday time frame, from 4-hour chart here, we can see the dollar yen after forming double top. Now this is an important zone here. We can see that while the market moved from this level, this is a clean one bigger impulse, and there is a key level of resistance here where in the past the price respected this level here as a resistance, and we saw the drop to that support. And while it has broken above from that head and shoulder and again has broken below, so this key level is quite important as the market respected here multiple times. Now we see the price past week has broken above with one single impulse back to the upside. Currently the market from that level started to break below, which giving a high probability that dollar yen to potentially drop down further, as all those green candles there is no specific level of support here to stop this price. So we may see potential return to this neckline of this double bottom that well the market started to bounce back to the upside. So this could be the potential wave on dollar yen, which might lead the price to almost 100 and potential 150 pip drop. And this is where from the 1-hour chart we can see that there is a also a reversal pattern formation here. There is a false breakout and immediate rejection, giving a potential reversal confirmation here, and we may see the dollar yen to continue to drop here at least to this support level where there is a high liquidity. So lower time frame price action here is where we can look for potential selling opportunity in this instrument for this possible move to this support level. Now let's look at GBP JPY here. Also, we can see that this is the 1 hour chart on GJ, where the market also has formed a typical head and shoulder in this important resistance line here. Now, longer term picture, if we look at the monthly, we can see that from the monthly GBP JPY at the monthly resistance line here, so where there is a key level of resistance. And if we look at the weekly chart here, we can see that from the weekly, this is the weekly, a bigger impulse across all this high here, and followed by sharp rejection with a stronger momentum here to this support level. And we can see that after 3 weeks of move back to this resistance line on GBPJPY, currently started to break below again to create a new lower low. Now dropping down to the daily chart here, though this is a daily uptrending market, we can see the market slowly pushing back down here, as this is also an important level of key level of resistance. So if we look at the intraday time frame here from the 4 hour chart, that we can see the market after creating a bearish engulfer, the price slowly coming down here for another potential drop. And what I think, GJ, like the dollar yen may potentially come back here to this key level of support before it push back up or dropping down further. And if we look at the 1 hour chart here, we can see that there is a visible head and shoulder in that area that might lead GJ to drop down here to this potentially to the support level here, where we can expect almost 60 to 80 pip drop possible in this instrument. So lower time frame price action, as soon as we see suitable entry confirmation, we can look for sell this instrument for this potential drop to this key level. Traders, I hope that you enjoyed this education and analysis. If you enjoyed, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Thank you, and I'll see you soon in my next analysis.